The Mirage Casino, Las Vegas. December 31st, 2000. Midnight approaches in a symphony of slot machine chimes and dealer announcements. Surveillance camera 47 tracks a figure in a dark blazer moving through the crowd. He carries crisp hundreds in his jacket pocket. No hurry, no excitement. Pure calculation walking through chaos. Table 12. Craps section. He places $7,000 on the felt and waits for the dice. The first roll, 6, 9. Point established. Second roll, 10, 4. Third roll, 8, 6. The pattern continues with mechanical precision. No sevens, no losses. Only controlled outcomes defying every law of probability. Pit boss Jenkins keys his radio. Control room, check table 12. We have a situation developing. This is Dominic Lorigio, software engineer by day, professional gambler by night, the man who spent 3 years turning probability into physics, chance into certainty, and randomness into a weapon against the house. For the next 45 minutes, mathematics will bend to human will. The casino's edge will evaporate, and Las Vegas will confront its greatest nightmare. A player who doesn't need luck because he's eliminated chance entirely. But this story begins 3 years earlier, when a different game stopped working and forced one man to discover that physics could accomplish what mathematics no longer could. Before we get into it, don't forget to like and subscribe, and hit hype to boost this episode. Drop a comment below with your city or country. I'm always curious where viewers are joining from. New York City, 1997. Dominic Lorigio codes software contracts in a 40-story Manhattan office building where fluorescent lights illuminate cubicles filled with programmers solving problems through logical analysis. 40-hour weeks generate steady income, but his real profits come from weekend flights to Las Vegas where mathematical precision creates a sustainable advantage. Every Friday at exactly 6 p.m., he packs the same black carry-on bag with one change of clothes and $5,000 in cash. JFK Airport Departure Lounge. Southwest Flight 447 to McCarran International. The Mirage Hotel check-in counter. A routine executed with military precision that generates more money than his day job through the mathematical science of card counting. The system operates through pure mathematics. Basic strategy provides the foundation. When to hit, stand, double, or split based on player cards versus dealer up card. Card counting adds the overlay, tracking high cards versus low cards to determine when the remaining deck favors the player. The high-low method assigns values to each card. Cards 2 through 6 count as +1. Cards 10 through ace count as -1. 7, 8, and 9 are neutral. Running count divided by remaining decks equals true count. Bet spread correlates directly to mathematical advantage. True count +1 indicates minimal player advantage requiring minimum bet. True count +3 provides substantial advantage justifying maximum bet. True count -2 signals house advantage requiring immediate departure from the table. The results speak in pure numbers, transcribed into detailed spreadsheets. Weekly profits average $2,000 across multiple casino sessions. Every hand is recorded. Every dealer is analyzed. Every shuffle is documented. Data transforms into edge. Edge transforms into sustainable income through mathematical precision applied to casino gaming. But casinos evolve faster than advantage players can adapt to changing conditions. Multi-deck shoes expand from 4 decks to 6, then 8, reducing the impact of individual cards on remaining composition. Automatic shufflers eliminate counting opportunities entirely by recycling cards continuously. Thermal cameras detect betting pattern variations that indicate mathematical advantage. Facial recognition systems identify known card counters across multiple properties. The mathematical advantage disappears beneath technological countermeasures designed specifically to eliminate advantage play while maintaining the illusion of player opportunity. March 1998, the Mirage Blackjack Pit at 3 a.m., when tourist crowds thin and serious players emerge for optimal conditions. Dominic watches the continuous shuffling machine spin endlessly, mixing 8 decks in random patterns that eliminate every counting opportunity. No deck penetration, no card tracking, no mathematical edge. Technology has evolved to eliminate human advantage through mechanical randomness that cannot be predicted, tracked, or exploited. 20 years of mathematical gambling theory reduced to pure chance. The house edge returns to its natural, unbeatable state, designed by statisticians who understand that sustained player advantage threatens casino profitability. Card counting dies with mechanical innovation and an industry that refuses to allow sustainable advantage play. He needs a new game providing genuine opportunity for advantage play, a new mathematical edge that technology cannot eliminate, a system beyond the casino's ability to neutralize through equipment, modification, or procedural changes. Walking toward the casino exit through corridors designed to discourage departure, something captures his attention with the force of scientific revelation. The craps tables where players cheer as dice tumble across green, felt in patterns that appear random but operate through physical laws. Physical contact, human control, direct manipulation of outcome-generating devices. The dice require human hands to create results. Every other casino game operates through machines designed to eliminate human influence entirely. Blackjack uses automatic shufflers that randomize card sequence. Roulette employs precision-balanced wheels that eliminate bias. Slot machines operate through random number generators that produce truly unpredictable outcomes. Video poker shuffles electronically without human intervention. But craps still depends on human physics to generate results. If physical laws govern the outcome, those laws can be controlled through human skill. If human hands generate randomness, human training can replace it with precision that creates predictable advantage. The research begins immediately with scientific methodology. Barnes & Noble Mathematics section provides foundation texts. Probability theory manuals explain random distribution. Newtonian mechanics books describe physical laws governing moving objects. Casino game design analysis reveals house edge calculations. Advanced texts cover angular momentum preservation, friction coefficient analysis, surface tension equations, and trajectory mathematics. University Library Access provides academic papers on chaos theory, deterministic systems, and the boundary between random and controlled outcomes. His Queen's apartment transforms into a physics laboratory equipped with measurement tools and analytical equipment. Computer screens display trajectory calculations derived from video analysis. Notebooks fill with formulas targeting one specific goal, reducing the natural frequency of 7 from its mathematical probability through applied physics. 6 ways to make 7 from 36 possible dice combinations. Natural probability, 16.67% per roll. House edge calculations depend on this frequency remaining constant across thousands of throws. But if human control can shift that frequency to 15%, 14%, or 12%, the house edge disappears entirely and player advantage becomes mathematically inevitable. Theory development requires months of calculation, but theoretical frameworks demand practical application and real-world testing. Gaming magazines provide the crucial connection between academic theory and casino reality. Most advertisements promote worthless systems designed to separate money from desperate players. Card counting variations already eliminated by shuffling technology. Progressive betting schemes that guarantee eventual bankruptcy through inadequate bankroll management. Mathematical impossibilities disguised as gambling strategies by authors who understand marketing better than mathematics. But one advertisement differs completely from a typical gambling promotion. Precision Dice Control Seminar. Chris Palicki, instructor. $595. 2 days of intensive training. Learn the physics of controlled throwing and rhythm rolling. The price suggests legitimate instruction rather than fantasy promotion. The location in Las Vegas indicates practical casino application rather than theoretical discussion. The instructor's credentials include professional dealer experience, mathematical background, and published research on controlled shooting techniques. Dominic purchases a plane ticket immediately. If randomness operates through discoverable physical laws, those laws can be engineered to produce specific outcomes through human skill development and biomechanical training. Holiday Inn Conference Room B, Las Vegas. Regulation craps table positioned in the center of carpeted space designed for serious instruction. 10 attendees, including retired engineers seeking new challenges, military veterans accustomed to precision training, and professional gamblers pursuing fresh advantages in an industry that systematically eliminates old ones. Chris Palicki demonstrates the fundamental technique with scientific precision. Slow motion delivery maintaining consistent biomechanics, gentle arc trajectory calculated for optimal dice contact, soft wall impact designed to minimize random tumbling. Dice behavior analysis revealing controlled outcomes. The throw settles with minimal randomness, 6-2, point made through precision rather than chance. Statistical analysis of multiple demonstrations shows deviation from natural probability that cannot be explained by luck or coincidence. The methodology breaks into three distinct components requiring individual mastery: set, grip, throw. Dice arranged in specific starting positions that influence final outcomes. Fingers positioned to minimize rotation during the flight phase. Consistent delivery angle maintained at precisely 45 degrees for optimal trajectory control. Dominic attempts his first controlled throw with decades of mathematical training but zero physical experience. Wild bounce across felt surfaces, random tumbling motion, 7-out result. Complete failure demonstrating the gap between theoretical knowledge and practical application. The second attempt produces marginal improvement through conscious adjustment. Better arc trajectory, reduced spinning motion, still random outcome but improved biomechanics. The third throw shows additional progress toward consistency. The fourth attempt demonstrates muscle memory development beginning to override random muscle tension. Improvement emerges through repetition and biomechanical refinement. But seminar instruction provides foundation rather than mastery. Real skill development requires thousands of practice throws under controlled conditions with measurable feedback systems and scientific analysis of results. Dominic's Garage, Queens. Winter 1998. Construction begins on a regulation practice facility designed for serious training. Plywood base cut to casino specifications. Green felt surface matching Mirage table characteristics. Rubber pyramid back wall providing authentic rebound. Overhead camera installation enabling video analysis of throw mechanics. Tool acquisition for measurement and analysis. High-speed camera for slow-motion review. Angle measurement devices for trajectory consistency. Statistical software for outcome tracking. Notebook systems for detailed record keeping across thousands of practice throws. 5,000 practice throws executed with scientific methodology. Every outcome recorded. Distribution patterns analyzed. Improvement rates measured. Statistical significance calculated through rigorous mathematical analysis. Week 1 results confirm natural randomness. 7 frequency remains at 16.6%, matching theoretical probability. No measurable improvement despite conscious effort and deliberate practice. Randomness persists through beginner attempts at control. Week 2 shows minimal deviation from natural patterns. Marginal improvement in consistency, but no statistical significance. Week 3 produces first measurable results. 15.8% 7 frequency representing genuine deviation from mathematical probability. Week 4 demonstrates accelerating improvement through muscle memory development. 14.9% 7 frequency. Week 5 achieves 13.7%. Week 6 delivers breakthrough results that transform theory into practical reality. Consistent dice control emerges through disciplined practice. 7 frequency drops to 12%, 4 percentage points below natural probability. Mathematical significance achieved through human skill development. The house edge evaporates. Player advantage materializes through applied physics rather than random chance. Statistical analysis confirms the results. Standard deviation calculations prove significance. Control group comparisons using random throws validate the improvement. Mathematical impossibility becomes documented reality in a Queen's Garage through disciplined practice and biomechanical precision. But garage practice under ideal conditions requires validation in actual casino environments with real dealers, real surveillance, and real money at risk. Controlled environment success must translate to performance under pressure. Phone conversation with Chris Palicki produces an invitation to join Rosebud, a professional dice control team operating with pooled bankroll, shared profits, and conservative approach designed for long-term sustainability rather than dramatic exposure. Team composition reflects serious commitment to advantage play. Jerry Patterson brings military discipline and focus. 2 experienced shooters from Atlantic City contribute casino expertise. Combined knowledge creates comprehensive understanding of controlled shooting in actual gaming environments. Conservative philosophy emphasizes anonymity over profits. Small betting units avoid surveillance attention. Shared bankroll reduces individual risk. Equal profit distribution maintains team cohesion. Long-term sustainability takes precedence over short-term gains. Training intensifies under team protocols designed for casino application. 5-second dice setting requirements prevent dealer intervention. Consistent 45-degree delivery angles optimize control while appearing natural. Muscle memory development through thousands of repetitions. Precision measurement through detailed outcome tracking. Bankroll management follows strict mathematical guidelines. Maximum bet equals 1% of total bankroll. Session loss limits prevent catastrophic damage. Profit targets prevent greed-driven mistakes. Conservative approach maximizes longevity while building sustainable advantage. Atlantic City field test at Taj Mahal Casino. 4-hour session with real money, experienced dealers, and active surveillance. Team protocols tested under actual conditions. Conservative betting was maintained throughout the session. Professional behavior demonstrated despite the winning streak. Final results validate garage training. $4,000 team profit through controlled shooting in a live casino environment. Physics translates from practice to performance. The edge survives transition from controlled laboratory to active gaming floor. Dice control works under actual playing conditions with multiple variables beyond player control. But team dynamics reveal fundamental problems that threaten long-term sustainability. Detailed statistical analysis of individual performance shows dramatic skill variations among team members. Dominic's precision consistently outperforms teammates by 3-to-1 ratios across multiple sessions. His controlled throws generate the majority of team profits while maintaining identical risk exposure. Consistency creates advantages that other team members cannot replicate despite identical training and practice opportunities. Superior skill produces superior results, but receives equal compensation. Weekend sessions continue with growing individual frustration. Shared bankroll grows primarily through his precision, while an equal distribution system diminishes his motivation. Team socialism prevents merit-based rewards despite clear performance differentials. Mathematical analysis confirms the inequity. His skill creates the advantage. His discipline maintains the edge. His consistency generates the profits. But payment structure ignores contribution levels and individual performance metrics. The mathematics demonstrate clear unfairness. Superior ability deserves superior compensation, but team structure prevents individual recognition or reward proportional to contribution. Frank Scoblet arrives at a team session for observation and evaluation. Published author with a dozen books on casino strategy, gambling expert with media connections, casino consultant with industry relationships. He watches Dominic achieve 30 consecutive rolls without 7 out. Private conversation after the session reveals new possibilities. You're wasting precision on penny ante operations. Your skill level deserves bigger opportunities with compensation matching your abilities. Frank proposes a new partnership structure. Golden touch organization, higher betting stakes, greater profit potential, individual recognition replacing team socialism, merit-based rewards replacing equal distribution regardless of contribution. Opportunity analysis weighs risk versus reward. Current team provides security through conservative approach and shared risk exposure. New venture offers exponential growth through aggressive application of superior skills. Stability versus unlimited potential. Safety versus opportunity for dramatic profits. But mathematical analysis supports the change. Individual skill deserves individual reward. Superior performance merits superior compensation. Conservative team approach limits potential returns on developed abilities. Handshake with Frank finalizes the decision. Phone call to Chris Palicki terminates team membership. Contract dissolution executed professionally. Relationship termination handled respectfully. Individual pursuit replaces collective security. Chris delivers final warning with prophetic accuracy. Vegas allows miracles once. Don't waste yours on greed or ego. The house always adjusts to eliminate advantage. Dominic deletes all Rosebud contact information, severing connections to conservative approach and team security. Discipline built his edge through years of practice and precision. Ego will test whether individual skill can survive public exposure and aggressive escalation. The Mirage Casino. New Year's Eve, 1999. Crowded holiday floor counting down to millennium, with thousands of tourists celebrating while professional gamblers work through optimal conditions created by distracted surveillance and overwhelmed dealers. Dominic approaches table 12 with new stakes reflecting partnership with Frank Scoblet. Higher risk tolerance, greater profit expectations. Individual responsibility replacing shared security. Buy-in, $7,000 representing weeks of conservative profits, now committed to single session. Betting units increase from $50 to $500. 10 times previous stakes, 10 times previous risk, 10 times previous profit potential. Frank positions himself for optimal observation, tracking outcomes in leather notebook while maintaining careful distance from active play. Surveillance cameras document everything but cannot detect anything illegal or improper. First roll establishes point-through controlled delivery, 6-4, hard way number providing maximum profit opportunity. Subsequent throws avoid 7 for extended period while accumulating profits through precise dice control. Money accumulates through biomechanical precision. $5,000, $10,000, $15,000, $20,000. Each successful throw demonstrates that physics can overcome probability when human skill replaces random chance. Time distorts during perfect execution. Minutes feel like hours. Concentration blocks external distractions. Muscle memory executes throws while conscious mind calculates probabilities and profit accumulation. 45 minutes of controlled shooting. Not a single 7-out result. Statistical analysis later calculates probability. 1 chance in 6 trillion of natural occurrence. Mathematical impossibility becomes documented reality through applied physics and disciplined training. Crowd gathers as word spreads through casino communication networks. Whispers circulate among players and staff. He's controlling them. This isn't natural luck. Something impossible is happening at table 12. Surveillance intensifies from multiple camera angles. Pit boss requests immediate management consultation. Security reviews video footage frame by frame, but no rules violations are detected. No devices discovered, no cheating identified. Pure skill creates advantage that casino policies cannot eliminate. Final profit calculation, $27,000 from single session demonstrating that individual skill can overcome institutional advantage when properly developed and applied. Success validates years of training and mathematical analysis. The session ends with controlled profit-taking to avoid suspicion and maintain access for future sessions. Chips convert to cash through normal procedures. Cash converts to bank deposits. Bank deposits convert to sustainable income through applied physics and disciplined execution. But spectacular success creates immediate visibility. Visibility generates attention from surveillance networks. Attention produces countermeasures designed to eliminate advantage play. The war between individual skill and institutional resistance begins immediately. Weekend schedule expands across multiple jurisdictions to distribute action and avoid concentrated attention. Las Vegas to Atlantic City for different regulatory environment. Biloxi to Reno for regional diversity. Phoenix to Detroit for tribal gaming opportunities. Consistent 5-figure profits generated through controlled shooting in diverse casino environments prove that skill transfers across different tables, dealers, and house rules. Success validates training methodology and confirms that physics operates consistently regardless of location. But casino communication networks activate immediately following documented wins. Photographs circulate through security databases linking Dominic's image to dice control suspicions. Subject identification, DL, Golden Touch, controlled shooter. Watch lists distribute across gaming jurisdictions through industry cooperation designed to protect collective interests. Information sharing prevents advantage players from moving between properties to avoid detection. Countermeasures begin systematic implementation designed to disrupt controlled shooting without obvious rule violations. Mid-roll dealer changes interrupt rhythm and timing. Dice re-examination breaks concentration and flow. Table maintenance creates delays during hot streaks. Environmental modifications target shooter comfort and precision. Lighting adjustments affect depth perception. Temperature changes alter muscle tension. Noise level increases create distraction, subtle harassment designed to degrade performance without obvious interference. But years of training enable adaptation to changing conditions. Dominic adjusts delivery mechanics for different dealers, maintains concentration through examination delays, recovers rhythm after interruptions. Profits continue despite escalating countermeasures. Casinos cannot prove that controlled shooting violates gaming regulations. No mechanical devices are used. No collusion with dealers occurs. No marked dice are introduced. Pure skill cannot be prohibited legally, but execution can be complicated through procedural harassment and environmental manipulation. MGM Grand escalates psychological warfare through deliberate intimidation tactics. Dealers engage in conversation during dice setting. Nice form there. Very controlled technique. Almost too controlled for natural shooting. Comments designed to create self-consciousness and performance anxiety. Suggestions that controlled shooting is inappropriate or suspicious. Psychological pressure applied through subtle accusations and implied threats. Caesar's Palace implements proximity intimidation through physical presence. Pit boss positioned 30 centimeters behind shooter during throws. Breathing surveillance. Physical crowding designed to create claustrophobic conditions and precision degradation. Personal space invasion calculated to disrupt concentration and biomechanical consistency. Uncomfortable proximity affecting natural throwing motion. Psychological pressure through implied monitoring and immediate interventions capability. Bellagio attempts equipment sabotage through maintenance modifications. Table surface alterations during session breaks. Back wall replacement affecting rebound characteristics. Dice substitution with different weight distribution. Environmental changes designed to disrupt muscle memory and require readjustment of throwing technique. Subtle modifications that appear normal but affect precision and control, developed through practice on standard equipment. Dominic recalibrates biomechanics instinctively through years of adaptation training. Muscle memory adjusts to modified conditions. Throwing angle adapts to new rebound characteristics. Mental discipline overcomes psychological pressure. Skill evolution enables continued profitability despite systematic interference. But profit margins decrease under constant harassment. Stress affects performance despite training. Countermeasures succeed in reducing effectiveness even when they cannot eliminate advantage entirely. The war between individual precision and institutional resistance escalates toward inevitable confrontation as casinos exhaust subtle methods and consider direct intervention. Physical interference replaces psychological harassment when subtle methods prove insufficient. Stickman deliberately contacts Dominic's wrist during dice release. Throw disrupted through deliberate physical contact. Wild bounce across table surface. 7-out result. Session terminated through intentional interference. Clear rule violation by casino employee. Deliberate contact affecting throw outcome. Obvious cheating by house to prevent player advantage. But complaint procedures favor casino interests, and player recourse remains limited. Dominic stares silently at the stickman while calculating response options. Verbal confrontation risks ejection and permanent ban. Physical response risks arrest and legal consequences. Silent acceptance enables continued play, but validates harassment tactics. Frank intervenes immediately with damage control. Cash out now, before this escalates into something more serious that affects future access. Professional wisdom recognizes that individual battles matter less than ongoing war. Preserving access takes precedence over justice for single incident. Strategic retreat enables future opportunities, while confrontation guarantees elimination. Surveillance log entry documents incident with casino perspective. Shooter displays agitation following accidental dealer contact. Subject demonstrates emotional instability. Recommend increased monitoring and intervention protocols for future sessions. Official record blames player for casino employee misconduct. Documentation creates justification for enhanced harassment. Administrative manipulation ensures that casino actions appear defensive rather than aggressive. Parking garage discussion reveals deteriorating operational environment. Risk assessment indicates exposure saturation reaching dangerous levels. Sustainability analysis suggests immediate termination of high-profile operations. Success breeds visibility. Visibility creates vulnerability. Vulnerability enables elimination through coordinated industry response. Individual skill cannot overcome institutional resistance when exposure reaches critical mass. September 2000. Major strip casino with identity protection for ongoing operational security. Final demonstration of control precision versus systematic institutional countermeasures. Buy-in, $7,000 representing culmination of 3 years skill development and ultimate test of physics versus casino resistance. Final opportunity to prove that individual excellence can overcome organizational opposition. Multiple dealer changes attempt rhythm disruption from session beginning. New stickman delivers unambiguous message. You're done here after tonight. This is your last session at this property. Direct threat eliminates any pretense of normal gaming relationship. Clear statement that continued play will not be tolerated regardless of rule compliance or legal standing. Institutional power asserted over individual skill. Table surrounded by 20 spectators drawn by rumors of controlled shooting demonstration. Cameras converge from multiple surveillance angles. Media attention creates pressure for dramatic conclusion. Tension builds through visible confrontation between individual capability and organizational resistance. Dominic ignores all external pressure and interference. Years of training enable complete focus on biomechanical execution. Mental discipline blocks distractions. Physical precision overcomes environmental obstacles. Dice setting proceeds with deliberate care. Point establishment through controlled delivery. 10. Hard way point requiring identical numbers. Most difficult outcome to achieve. Perfect opportunity for conclusive demonstration of controlled shooting capability. Public announcement to surrounding crowd creates permanent documentation. $100 hard 10, single roll bet. Maximum drama for minimum financial risk. Spectacular demonstration requiring precise execution. Single throw determining 3 years of reputation and capability claims. Dice arrangement executed with scientific precision. 5s up position for hardway orientation. Hardway set providing maximum control over final outcome. Fingers positioned for minimal rotation during flight phase. 3 years of garage practice, team training, and casino experience condensed into single biomechanical delivery. Muscle memory executing perfect throw, while conscious mind blocks all external distraction and pressure. Slow motion arc trajectory calculated for optimal table contact. Perfect 45-degree angle maintained through consistent delivery mechanics. Soft wall impact providing minimal disturbance to dice orientation. Controlled slide across felt surface toward final position. Dice settle with scientific precision, 5-5. Hard 10 winner achieved through controlled shooting. Mathematical precision creates $3,000 profit from single demonstration throw. Crowd eruption validates 3 years of training and development. Dealer pays immediately without protest or delay. Dominic tips heavily to maintain professional relationships and demonstrates respect for casino employees despite institutional harassment. Immediate departure from craps gaming forever. Public victory demonstrates ultimate capability. Private recognition acknowledges inevitable consequences. Individual skill proven, but institutional resistance ensures elimination of future opportunities. Internal security memos circulate through gaming networks within hours of session completion. Informal watch list creation across all major properties. Subject permanently flagged for dice control expertise and systematic exclusion. No legal prohibition exists against controlled shooting. No formal ban can be implemented without cause. But industry coordination ensures effective elimination through administrative cooperation and information sharing. Polite removals begin across multiple jurisdictions within weeks. Sir, please choose another game tonight. Dice tables temporarily unavailable for maintenance. Table closed due to equipment issues. The blacklist operates through suggestion rather than direct enforcement. Plausible deniability maintains legal protection while achieving practical elimination. Administrative exclusion without formal documentation or appeal process. Golden Touch Partnership shifts operations to secondary markets beyond primary surveillance networks. Regional casinos with limited security infrastructure. Tribal gaming establishments with different regulatory frameworks. Smaller venues lacking sophisticated countermeasure capabilities. Weekend profits continue at reduced but sustainable levels. $10,000 to $15,000 through precision shooting in environments that cannot afford extensive anti-advantage play measures. Success continues, but exposure demands geographic distribution and session limitation. Partnership with Frank dissolves naturally as operational requirements diverge. He develops seminar business teaching recreational players basic controlled shooting techniques. Dominic pursues individual operations requiring complete anonymity and minimal exposure. Independence replaces collaboration as optimal strategy for continued success. Anonymity becomes more valuable than partnership benefits. Solo operations provide maximum flexibility and minimum vulnerability to systematic detection. Teaching circuit begins reluctantly as income diversification strategy. Students pay substantial fees for instruction in controlled shooting techniques, video analysis of delivery mechanics, statistical tracking of improvement rates across diverse student populations with varying abilities. Seminar format includes theoretical foundation, practical instruction, and realistic expectations about success probability. Scientific approach emphasizes measurement, practice, and disciplined development rather than gambling fantasy or quick profit schemes. Data collection reveals harsh mathematical reality about human learning capability. Only 5% of students achieve measurable dice control despite intensive instruction and dedicated practice. Natural ability must combine with disciplined training. Most fail despite sincere effort, adequate instruction, and sufficient practice time. Physical coordination varies dramatically among individuals. Mathematical understanding does not guarantee biomechanical execution. Mental discipline proves insufficient without natural hand-eye coordination. Success requires rare combination of multiple factors that cannot be taught or transferred. Dominic observes student struggles with scientific detachment. The edge exists but demands exceptional combination of physical ability, mental discipline, and biomechanical precision that few individuals possess naturally or can develop through training. Teaching demonstrates that knowledge can be shared, but skill cannot be transferred. Individual development remains personal responsibility that instruction can guide but not guarantee. Most students lack the natural ability or disciplined commitment required for genuine controlled shooting. Present-day surveillance reports suggest continued limited activity across scattered gaming jurisdictions. Reno 2021 sighting report, Detroit 2023 surveillance footage, Phoenix 2024 financial transaction records. Older man matching physical description. Quiet demeanor consistent with professional approach. Brief sessions with modest profits suggesting continued skill application under careful operational security. Immediate departure following wins. No extended play, no dramatic demonstrations. Professional anonymity protecting continued access to gaming opportunities. Security footage provides possible positive identification, but confirmation proves elusive due to deliberate disguise techniques and limited exposure duration. Professional operational security prevents definitive tracking or systematic elimination efforts. Modern casino technology has evolved beyond 2000-era capabilities. Digital surveillance networks share information instantaneously. Facial recognition systems identify known advantage players automatically. Biometric tracking eliminates traditional disguise methods, but individual skill adapted to technological evolution through operational modification. Shorter sessions, geographic distribution, appearance alterations, behavioral modifications designed to avoid systematic detection while maintaining profit opportunities. The war between individual skill and institutional resistance continues through technological evolution and tactical adaptation. Both sides develop capabilities while maintaining fundamental opposition between player advantage and house protection. He demonstrated that randomness could be controlled through human skill development, barely, briefly. At human scale, where physics meets mathematics and precision overcomes probability through disciplined application of biomechanical training. Mathematical probability yields to human control when sufficient natural ability meets dedicated practice and disciplined application. The edge exists in narrow space between chaos and order, randomness and precision, chance and skill. Individual excellence can temporarily overcome systematic resistance through superior preparation and execution. But institutional power ultimately prevails through resource advantages and collective cooperation designed to eliminate sustained player advantage. But Las Vegas always wins through evolutionary adaptation, because Las Vegas writes the rules, and rules change faster than skills develop. Institutional resistance overcomes individual capability when exposure creates vulnerability and success breeds countermeasures. Empty casino floor at dawn when cleaning crews prepare for next day's action. Dice rest in dealer racks awaiting random throws from recreational players. Physics governs every outcome, but skill determines whether physics serves house advantage or player profit. Mathematics calculates probability based on random distribution assumptions. Physics describes actual motion through three-dimensional space. Human hands create the only variable in systems designed to eliminate human influence entirely. The edge exists at intersection of mathematical theory and physical reality. Academic probability assumes random outcomes. Practical application enables controlled results through biomechanical precision and disciplined training. The war continues in shadows and secondary markets. Small stakes to avoid attention. Careful session selection to prevent pattern recognition. Limited exposure to maintain operational security. Conservative approach preserving long-term access over short-term profits. Individual skill survives through anonymity and restraint, rather than publicity and aggressive application. Success demands invisibility. Profit requires patience. Sustainability necessitates tactical discipline over strategic ambition. Control exists as humanity's greatest illusion because it appears impossible until someone demonstrates its reality. Even when precision makes temporary control achievable, entropy reasserts dominance through systematic resistance and technological evolution. Chaos eventually consumes order through institutional adaptation. Randomness defeats pattern through collective countermeasures. The house edge returns to its natural, mathematically unbeatable state through administrative modification and procedural evolution. But for one perfect moment captured on surveillance cameras, mathematics bent to human will through applied physics. Individual precision served personal purpose against institutional resistance. Possibility proved that limits exist only until someone discovers how to transcend them through knowledge, practice, and courage to challenge systems designed to be permanently unbeatable. Scientific proof that randomness can be controlled. Documentary evidence that probability yields to precision. Historical demonstration that human skill can overcome mathematical certainty when properly developed and strategically applied. Based on documented events and verified surveillance records, the Golden Touch controlled shooting method remains practiced in small circles today, despite technological countermeasures and industry resistance. Casinos maintain advanced surveillance specifically for controlled shooting detection. The war between individual skill and institutional advantage continues in perpetual, invisible conflict. Case file classification, closed pending new developments, subject operational status, unknown but presumed active in limited capacity, threat assessment level, manageable through standard countermeasures and enhanced industry communication protocols. Final analysis, individual excellence temporarily overcame systematic resistance through superior preparation and execution. Institutional adaptation successfully contained threat through technological evolution and administrative cooperation. Balance restored between player opportunity and house advantage through collective industry response. The edge existed. The control was real. The physics worked. But Las Vegas writes the rules.